Hey, there is human stoicism. Welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, I will tell you about 16 ways highly authentic people see the world differently. For some people, being authentic is a way of life. Highly authentic people have a high sense of self and live their lives in accordance with their core beliefs and values. This article will explore 16 ways highly authentic people view the world differently. By gaining insight into how they think and perceive the world, we can learn how to become more authentic in our own lives. Let's get started. They view the world from a place of self-acceptance. The great thing about highly authentic people is that they know who they are. They don't feel like they have to pretend to be someone they're not, to appear better than they are, or to change for anyone. They're comfortable in their own skin. Now, this doesn't mean that they think they're perfect. They know they're not, but they're okay with that because they accept their flaws and imperfections and have found inner peace. And if someone doesn't like something about them, that's okay too. Authentic people know that they can't please everyone and that they're bound to come across people who don't like them or understand them. 2. They recognize their strengths and weaknesses. Because of their self-awareness and self-introspection, highly authentic people have a very realistic understanding of both their strengths and their weaknesses. And the best part? They can use that to their advantage by accentuating their strengths and cultivating their gifts and talents. And they don't let their flaws and mistakes define who they are. Instead, they look at them as opportunities to improve and grow. 3. They're willing to take risks. Here's the thing. Highly authentic people have their own set of values and beliefs, and those aren't necessarily the same as everyone else's. That's why they're not afraid to take risks in life. They'll speak their minds and fight for what they think is right. And if nobody agrees, if everyone turns against them, that's a risk they're willing to take. 4. They're vulnerable. One thing's for sure, they don't try to hide from their emotions. Even in this day and age, being emotionally vulnerable is looked down upon. If you're a guy, then you're considered weak if you show your feelings. And if you're a woman, then you're either hormonal or hysterical. And yet, being vulnerable often goes hand in hand with being authentic. It means being honest with yourself and with others about your thoughts and feelings. And do you know what? It takes a lot of courage to open yourself up like that. 5. They strive to understand rather than judge. The truth is that it's easy to judge anyone who is different from us. But it's a mistake to live life like that, just looking at the differences instead of trying to see what we have in common. That's why highly authentic people try never to judge anyone. On the contrary, they work hard to get to know the other person, to see things from their perspective, and to understand where they're coming from. And the best part? They're extremely open-minded and aren't scared to change their views and opinions. 6. They don't compare themselves to others. Look, maybe Peter is richer and Jane is better looking. But what does it matter? Highly authentic people are focused on their own journey through life. They see no sense in comparing themselves to others, or their achievements and lives so far to those of others. The only way to measure their success is to look at where they are now, compared to where they were when they started their journey, and see how far they've come along. 7. They look at mistakes as learning opportunities. Isn't that great? I mean, most people look at mistakes as something bad, something to be ashamed of. But highly authentic people see the world differently. They know that you can't grow, improve, or succeed at anything unless you make mistakes and fail at some point. So, when they make a mistake or they fail big time, they analyze where they went wrong so that they don't make the same mistake twice. That's how they evolve and improve. 8. They are not afraid to speak up for what they believe in. It takes a lot of courage to speak up, especially when you're surrounded by people who think differently from you. You'll find that a lot of activists are very authentic individuals, and they'll speak up about abortion, women's rights. They'll fight for immigrants and other minorities because these are things they strongly believe in. What they're wondering is, how can anyone stay quiet? They appreciate the little things. While many people strive to achieve big things and to have these amazing and meaningful experiences, highly authentic people know that life isn't just about the big stuff. In fact, it's a series of moments. That's why they know how to appreciate the little stuff. A sunny day, coffee with a friend, a child's laughter, snuggling with their cat. 10. They're honest. It's zero bulls a mot when it comes to highly authentic people. First and foremost, they're honest with themselves. Second, they're honest with everyone else. In their view, lies and deception are a waste of time, so they like to get straight to the point. 11. They practice mindfulness. Instead of focusing on what they could have done differently and getting upset about the past, and instead of worrying about what the future may bring, highly authentic people try to stay grounded and to be present. That's why you'll often see them practicing mindfulness meditation and yoga. 12. They're curious about the world around them. That's why they love to travel and explore new places. They also love meeting new people, trying new foods, and they're almost always up for trying something new. It's no wonder that you never hear them say no. They just love a challenge. Their motto is, "You only live once," so they want to experience and learn as much as they can. 13. They recognize the importance of self-care. Look, we all get caught up in the chaos of the modern world. It's so easy to forget about self-care when you're running around, wishing you had more time on your hands. I mean, some people skip breakfast, others hardly walk, let alone exercise. And don't get me started on mental and spiritual health. They neglect themselves completely. But highly authentic people get it. They know that they have to take care of their minds, bodies, and souls. Otherwise, they risk having a breakdown. And what good will that do? 14. They are open to criticism. It's not easy for everyone to accept criticism, even when it's constructive and well-meaning. But why? What's the big deal if someone who has your best interest at heart wants to help you and advise you? Well, turns out that some people, yours truly included, have an inbuilt defense mechanism that interprets criticism as a personal attack. I know, it sucks. Of course, this is not something that highly authentic people need to worry about because they just love to hear what others think. I'm serious. They're genuinely interested in getting feedback and more than open to making changes. 15. They practice gratitude. The way they see it, they're lucky to be alive. That's why highly authentic people like to take a mental note and even keep a diary of all the things they're grateful for. They're grateful for their family. They're grateful to have a home. They're grateful to have a job. They're grateful it stopped raining. They're grateful the internet was invented. They're grateful for donuts. And do you know what? They do this every day. Thank you for listening. I'm so glad you joined us at Stoic in 2024. Thank you so much for watching. Human Stoicism. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Meet you in next video.